Hi, this is Augustin Nielsen, Glam from Wigwam. You're listening to and watching CMS TV.
It's Great White right here on your classic metal show with Jack Russell belting out some Zeppelin there, doing his best Robert Plant impression with Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You. So I don't think there's a band out there that does better Zeppelin covers than Jack Russell. What do you think, Chris?
Probably not. I mean, he's definitely made a little side career out of doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. They released a couple albums, Great Zeppelin, which of course is the melding of Great White and Led Zeppelin. But if you could appreciate tribute or cover albums or whatever the case may be, and you like Zeppelin and you like Great White, a couple of good listens there for you,
I'd say.
Yeah. So anyway, we're kind of running short on time. So I thought I would wrap up things with just a couple of absurd stories here.
All right.
It's just so stupid. We live in a stupid society, Chris. I know you're well aware of it.
Oh, yeah, I definitely am.
Our good friend Mark Miller, who is a faithful contributor to the Classic Metal Show, he always sends in articles and so on and so forth. This is one of those articles that he sent in. Get this selfish, greedy bastard. My husband booked himself a seat in business class, but left me and our toddler in the economy for a 14-hour flight, and he lied to me about it.
Okay.
I don't know about you, Chris, and you were married for a quarter century and you had 3 children and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I can only speak for myself. If I had to deal with a wife and child and having to travel by way of plane, especially, and deal with all the things that go along with it, it's just like, I think I just kill myself, by the way. But,
yeah, it ain't fun. It is definitely not fun, especially when the kids are little.
Yeah.
When they're older, you'd say, hey, sit down, shut up. But, when they're little, dude, one of the worst times I ever had on a plane, my daughter was little. It was before my boys were even born. She was probably like 2 or whatever. And she snatched a wig right off the fucking lady in front of us.
Was she a black lady? Did she have a
white chick? That was a white chick.
Oh, she doesn't have a weave?
No. Well, maybe she did. I don't know. It was a fucking big old clot of hair that she just fucking yanked right off her head. My daughter was like scrambling to get loose because we were like trying to hold her to keep her fuck quiet.
Sure.
And she just reached forward to this lady and pulled, and the fucking hair came off. The lady was like, ah!
So what was the end result of that?
We handed the hair back.
And then what happened?
Nothing. We sat her down. I was like, don't you fucking do that again.
So was the lady able to put her hair back on her head?
I guess so. Honestly, I was fucking mortified. So I really wasn't paying that much attention to the lady. I didn't care.
And where were you going on this trip?
Where were we going? I think we were flying back here. It was when we were living in California.
Okay.
We were flying back here and, got off the plane and did not look for her to apologize once again. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Nice. A mother has sparked outrage.
Ooh.
I love how they use the term outrage after so many decades. Outrage!
It's outrageous.
After revealing how her husband lied and booked economy seats for her and her toddler on their long haul flight while he laps it up in the business class thanks to his company. He laps it up.
Yeah. Hearing that perk.
What is he? Was he licking the stewardess's pussy? He laps it up.
I guess he was.
Taking to the British parenting site. See, people always got to go to social media for the court of public opinion.
Well, that's where it's most important.
Right. Taking to the British parenting site Mumset, Mumse, Mumsnet. It's
Mumsnet.
Mumsnet. She explained how his work had paid for him to fly, but she insisted she and her toddler be brought seats in the premium economy if they were to tag along on the journey. Would you take your wife and kid along on a business trip?
Never did.
Absolutely not.
Never did one. I mean, you remember that one year that I was working in Texas the whole year?
I do.
And, I was flying back and forth to Texas literally every week. You know how many times my wife and kids went with me?
Never.
0.
Yes.
That was work. I don't have time to entertain you. I got to go fucking work.
Well, you have to drag me along with you and your children, and you need to provide for us as well.
Yeah. Fucking shut up. Stay home.
The unidentified woman, thought to be from the UK, explained that it was 6 weeks before the flight that she realized her husband had just booked them an economy seat and it couldn't be changed. Look at Phil lose.
Yeah, even on a holiday trip.
Right. She said flying long haul on Friday, a 14-hour trip, going for a week's work, wanted me and DS to go and tag along on a holiday. Phil lose.
Yeah.
I only agreed to go if DS and I flew premium economy. I only agreed to go if we flew premium economy.
Well, that's when he should have said. See, I'm gonna blame the guy on this.
Yeah.
I'm already seeing where this is going. I blame the guy, not the girl. This fucking pussy, absolute pussy, lied, said that she was getting on to fucking premium class or whatever.
Right. Whatever that is.
She tried to bully herself on. This fucking coward didn't have it in him to say no. If you want to go, you're flying in fucking row 51 next to the shitter. That's what he should have said. Instead, he said, "Oh no, I'll get it." Fully intending to lie to her when she got on the plane.
Right, of course.
And she gets on the plane. It's like, I don't know what happened to your tickets. I know I booked it that way.
There must have been a mix-up.
I'm gonna have a word or two when we land.
Right.
Get out of here with this bullshit. This coward is fucking. He's got a spotlight on him 1,000,000 miles away. What a bitch.
I only agreed to go if DS and I flew premium economy, as it's a long way. I'll be on my own with the toddler whilst DH is in the business class. Work paid for his ticket. DH said, fine, no problem. Had lots of points to use, booked the flights, told me he had booked a premium. 6 weeks later, I discovered he lied and basically booked the cheapest economy ticket available. No seat reservation option, upgrade, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And you know why he did that? Because he flies for a fucking living and he wants those points so that he doesn't have to sit in shitty fucking econo class next to some fat, smelly broad.
Right.
He wants to fucking be comfortable as he goes to work. Stop being a twat. Oh my God. I wish this plane would have crashed. That's the only fitting ending to this story.
I tried ringing airline, but premium economy was fully booked one way, and the other way there was a space, but at a cost of $2,000. So I said no. I didn't think much of it, just that at check-in, I would be able to choose seats. At no point has there been an option to select seats, pay to select seats, except at the time of the booking. Anyway, I've tried to check in 3 days before, and I can only check in at an airport. DS and I have been allocated seats in the middle and the aisle. We are next to each other, which is great, but not ideal. I would have wanted window middle or 2 seats from the middle bank of the plane, but got an inflatable footrest with the hope that DS can sleep as it's a night flight, but now can't use now can't use as we are stuck in the middle in the aisle seats.
What an entitled, spoiled cunt.
Right.
I didn't get everything the way I want it. This is blasphemy. I didn't get what I want.
I didn't get to choose which seat I wanted.
Yeah. I have to sit in the aisle and I wanted the window.
Right.
Shut it. Be happy you got on the plane, you bitch.
She expressed her anger, calling her husband selfish and implied that he was thoughtless. She continued, I've got nuts at my DH because I think he's a selfish prick. That was too tight to book a seat reservation when making the booking. Meanwhile, he laps it up in the business class. I've rung the airline, but they said that the seats can't be changed.
Look, unless I'm mistaken, and I could be, it's been a while since I've been on a flight, but business class is not exactly that much more comfortable than econo class.
It's got a little bit more leg room. That's it.
Tiny bit. Seats might be an extra half an inch, a bit larger, maybe.
Not
maybe.
much.
Yeah, that's what I mean. A half an inch. They're not. Yeah. It's not like you can go from skinny to fat guy. No. So it's not like this guy was lapping it up in the. It's not like he had the kind of seat where he could lay down. And they bring him a cocktail while he sits there on his back watching a movie. No, he's sitting, instead of being able to lean back 1 inch, he can lean back 2 inches.
Exactly.
Yeah, fuck off, bitch.
Am I being unreasonable to be annoyed with DH?
Yes. Wait a minute. She's being unreasonable. Yes. How is she not being unreasonable? He's on a business trip, which she's glomming onto because she wants a fucking vacation.
Right.
And this fucking poor guy that's probably trying to go and have some kind of business meeting or business dealing or whatever the fuck it is that he does. He's got to worry about his stupid cunt wife and his stupid cunt kid that aren't comfortable on the plane and 14 hours of her sneaking up to business class to complain about it.
Right.
What a cunt.
Am I being unreasonable to be annoyed with DH to drag him out of business class so he can do his fair share of parenting?
Fuck off. Stay home.
I doubt we can swap halfway through, but did wonder if he could take DS to sleep with him, as he will be able to lie down.
Is she going to do her fair share of earning on this trip?
Right.
Because I guarantee you, this guy's going to do all the earning on this trip.
Right.
So fuck off, you dumb twat. Oh my God.
I'm worried if DS has the middle seat, and if he sleeps, I'll have to wake him up to let the person in the window seat go past. People were quick to share their outrage and express their horror at her husband's actions. Some commenters went on as far to question their marriage. One person responded to the thread on the Mumsnet and told the original poster, "He sounds horrendous."
Yeah.
Well, a second commented, "No way I'd be going. You're assuming too much, OP, and you're going to be seething with him."
Oh, please.
Tell him you're staying at home. You should just stay at home.
I'm sure he would have had no problem with that.
Yeah, and hope he has a nice trip. I'm pretty sure he'd be happy to go on his own.
I'm positive he would have rather gone on his own than have this nonsense.
Right. If you'd go too far across to enjoy yourself, and I'd tell him he can't get away with this.
Wow, a lot of fucking unmarriable bitches on Mumsnet.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And a third said of the husband's lie, "This just plunked in there as if there was no importance. In my opinion, it's the most important thing you've written. What's his justification for this?"
Shut it.
And why are you the one ringing around and trying to sort this out? Doesn't your husband often treat you with such utter disrespect?
He's going to work.
Yes.
Oh my God. These self-important bitches.
Why are you just glossing over this massive lie? I just wouldn't be going.
Wow, what a threat.
Wow.
Let me just tell you, I was in this exact same marriage.
Yes.
And threatening not to do something with me was the best threat I could ever get.
Yeah, then don't.
That was always, she was like, well, I'm not going to go with you. Okay, see you later. That was always my answer. Okay, see you later.
Right. As the comments went on, more people said she shouldn't be going on the trip after all.
Yeah, she shouldn't have been going in the first fucking place.
I agree.
Let your man do his job.
Yeah.
How would she feel if she was working as a stripper and he showed up at the club every day? Think she'd like that? Although somehow my hunch is that women that post on Mumsnet are not stripper material.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Someone else asked, what is his excuse for lying straight to your face?
I do agree with that.
I wouldn't be going at all in these circumstances.
That's right. Phil Ooze, the guy is to blame. He should have never got married.
I agree with that.
Good point, Phil. Good point.
Thank you, Phil Ooze. Another outraged user said they
outraged.
These users are outraged.
They were shaking their fist at the screen.
They are. This is so far from anything that I would do to be totally incomprehensible.
Wow.
You know your own DH best, but I would be questioning my whole marriage of 22 years.
Yeah.
He's nothing but a cad.
He's a DH, all right, a dickhead.
Right.
Exactly.
For the business trip, I might say to him, you go business and get some sleep, DC, and I will be fine in economy. And he'd certainly be asking my opinion. Could you swap halfway through the flight, maybe? No, I can't.
No.
I'm enjoying soaking it up here in the business class.
My work didn't even give a shit if you went. So fuck off. I'm sitting where my work fucking assigned me to sit.
Yeah.
Stay home, watch the kid, do your job.
Right.
I'll go do my job. You go do your job.
Yeah.
Just because you wanted a fucking all expenses paid vacation to fucking Australia or wherever the fuck you were going.
Right.
Shut it.
Exactly.
Dumb whore. What a bitch. Thanks for checking out this episode of The Classic Metal Show. Get all of our episodes uncensored at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. Join us weekly from 9 p.m. till 3 a.m. Eastern at www.cmsradio.net. Participate in the live chat room at www.chatandkill.com. Once again, thank you for checking out The Classic Metal Show with Neely and Chris. Hail and kill, fuck you, pal, and hand job.